In England.
So this is how the beans get peeled. And our parents, what they did, this machine was quite very expensive. They copy this model, they paste, which means they don't have to buy it anymore. So now let's see how does this works. To see the copy. You see, it's faster than the other one. So this is actually what I use for my coffee crops. This is just for demonstration, souvenir. But right after the beans have been peeled, you see those beans are peeled. Below the machine is where the shells go. The shells we use as a fertilizer. While these beans, because they are fresh and slimy, we leave them in the water. We put them in the water first. You see, there are some beans which are sink, there are some beans which are floating. The floating beans, those are totally dead beans.
Those are totally what?
Affected. Dead. I mean dead. Like rotten beans.
Oh.
Those are the ones which have been affected. And the ones which are sink, those are mostly good ones. But still there are also some rotten beans which they might sink. But right after you separate those floating beans, throw them away. Leave the sink beans in the water for 2 days for fermentation. While you fresh wash them and put them in the dry, in order to dry, the screen behind you, in order to dry them, before the beans, the water dries out, you can easily identify the rotten beans which were sink. You have to remove them by hand. Otherwise, if you won't remove them while the beans are still wet, if they will get dry, all the shells will make all the beans between good and bad look the same. Okay? And to be honest let me tell you the game. The game that makes my sister from another father in there, she don't like coffee.
Natalie.
The result is, these beans, we sell them dried like the way you see them dried, to the middleman. Let's say, example, let's mention someone, Deo. Yeah, let's mention Deo in there. We are all, let's say we are all classmates. We study in South Africa, university, whatever. And you are coming from India, from China, from UK, from US, from Canada, from Australia. I'm from Tanzania. So our parents have different professionals. They are working to earn money, they earn money to pay for your fees. But my father, he's a coffee farmer. And maybe I've got your email example. What's your name?
Naya.
Naya. Naya?
Yeah.
Yes. So I've got Naya's email, and today we went for holiday, all of us. And I just emailed Naya. Naya, what are you doing there? I just get up. What happens? Maybe I was a little drunk last night, so I'm having some hangover. I need to run by the supermarket to buy coffee in there. And I was like, why do you have to buy coffee? Why you didn't tell me? Because we are all classmates, isn't it? Why you didn't tell me while you were in school? Because my father had plenty of coffee in there. I could give you for free instead of buying back home. Oh, Naya says, oh, actually I buy coffee from Deo. Deo have a store in her country. Who's Deo? Ah, Deo, the scavenger adventure. I know Deo. But Deo, he has a shop in you. Yes, he does. How much does he sell kilo for? How much does he sell a kilo of coffee to you? $50. It was like, you pay, he sells $50 for 1 kilo. While he come to me, yes, he's the same guy who buy coffee from me. But he pays me $1 and I sell him my product and he makes $49 to you. And still he sell it fair trade coffee, while he doesn't pay me fair. So I tried to convince Deo, Deo, please give us some more money. We work for a lot to produce this product, my friend. No, no, no. Because I have nowhere else, I have to sell for the price that Deo decide. So still, the same product is what comes to you. So now, according to the percent of the beans that was rotten, mostly of the families, if you do a research around, 30 to 40% of what they do harvest is what they lose. it's a rotten beans. I mean, between the floating and some of the rotten beans which are sink, if you all separate them, you come and find out 30 to 40% you have to throw it away. It's rotten. Which means if it's 100 kilos, now 30 to 40 kilos, it's rotten, is what I lose. But because I want to make it, they'll praise me more money. So the 30 to 40 kilos, now we don't have to separate. Mix them, ferment, wash them, and dry, because finally they will all look white. So when Dale comes, he have to pay me more money because the coffee is gonna weight more kilos. So the extra kilos is what Dale will make him pay me money. So because he used the machine, now, can you press me this? Yes. Press it all the way here. If you go, you see these two things. These beans came out from the same beans of white, but inside it was rotten. The same green beans, good one, came from the same color of these beans with the color of white. So now Deo cannot tell if this is rotten or non-rotten, because he processed this by machine. The machine cannot separate between rotten and good beans. When he make this cup of coffee, it will end up taste disgusting. That's why you hear even somebody ask, oh, please, can I have a cream? Can I have milk? Why are you drinking milk? How old are you? You know. One day, a friend of mine from China, he was complaining to me, Oscar, you have cows? Yes. Do you drink milk every morning? I say, no, I don't drink. Why you don't drink? I say, I don't drink milk. You should drink milk because they're very healthy. Milk from what? Milk from the cow. I was like, this man looks like somewhere 38 years old, and he's still convincing me to drink milk. So I asked him, do you drink milk? Yes. So where do you get milk from? From the cow. So what do you give to the baby cow, the cow calf? In our country, we make special milk from the factory, I say. It means you are making fake milk to give to the real cow, which means next 5, 10 years, we are going to have plastic cows. As long as our mother gave us milk, and the cow didn't drink milk from our mother, let's not drink cow's milk. So let's say now, the process of the stage there where we reached, we need to process it and show you how we'll proceed to make all these 14 stages. I already did 5 stages. I picked those beans last year because we have not yet started harvesting this year. I peel them, I ferment, I wash them, I dry them. These beans, you can store them 5, even 7 years. So now we have 9 more stages. The second stage we need to do is husking this. Take off the second layer, and this is where the result of coffee will tell us. If the beans is good, there will be. If it will be rotten, there has to be separate. I told you I'm not colorblind, okay? I'll help you to make the best cup of coffee. So can I have the other one, please? No, the empty one. Thank you. So when we peel those beans, the beans was 2 in 1, right? Like 2 in 1 red shell. Those are the two, the shape of the beans. And sometimes the beans will stay 3 of them, and the shape of these beans will be triangle shape. And then finally, we have round beans. That stays 1 in there. Oh, sorry, there's a 1, 2, 3. Yeah. The round one, this is just a different shape of the beans. But the triangle shape and round beans, if you go to the supermarket, they sell them Kilimanjaro pea berries. And if it's 1 kilo, they will sell you maybe $40, whatever, let's example. And if you go to the regular beans, they might sell you $15 or $8. It's cheaper, it's normal price. But you don't have to buy these Kilimanjaro pea berries for expensive, because I'm the farmer, I know this. It's just a different shape of them, but they are all same quality. You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
So why do you have to pay a different price for the shape? Are you gonna drink the shape or the quality? So let's proceed in here. Excuse me for the dust. Sister, Arusha, amani ana simam sasa nimepiga. Video hata sijui.
Joga huku sasa. Kiba kuvinjo. Njoni hakiba.
Baganda langa bringa yongoje.
So yes, let's make a big cycle. Let's make a big cycle.
Let us make a big cycle.
Go Naya. Go Naya.
But let's be happy.
Got
Yeah.
this.
So happy people. Sisters,
Put your chest into
check
it.
us.
I think so.
Make that enjoy.
So we have a song to sing here. Harder. Maneno piga makofi Yesu. Watu washakula memba zao na maso. Twanga wewe twanga kofi yetu twanga mohad twanga song woman twanga hada twanga wewe twanga Jumatatu twanga Jumanne twanga Jumatano twanga wewe twanga navalu twanga nimelewa twanga wewe twanga Jumatatu twanga Jumanne twanga Jumatano twanga wewe twanga shake wewe shake kwa maringo shake kwenye kofi
twanga kofi twanga organic twanga Tanzania twanga Amerika twanga nayo Spain twanga wewe twanga mara moja twanga mara mbili twanga mara tatu twanga dada wewe twanga from lady twanga kofi twanga Kilimanjaro twanga organic twanga Marekani twanga na Obama twanga na Trump twanga Magufuli twanga Mofi twanga Kilimanjaro twanga wewe twanga Kiba twanga Siku twanga Maneno twanga Osi twanga Kofi twanga Kilimanjaro twanga wewe twanga Kofi twanga wewe twanga imenze
ula ule mbumbu ula ule mbumbu
Go, Hillary.
America bomba, 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 Canada bomba, 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 Tanzania bomba, 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 Leo bomba, 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 Scavenger bomba, 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 Kamboneka,
Simshike mwanaume, simshike, simshike mwanaume, simshike. Bomba, bomba, bomba,
Nigeria bomba, kifungo
Simshike mwanaume, simshike
kaka kufungo
mwanaume, simshike